views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
This is Patty Hunter, Patty's Page. Thank you for coming on my show, Dave Zane. You're a multi-talented vocalist and guitarist, as well as a songwriter from South Bend, Indiana area. Wow, you're with the Buckinghams right now?
Buckinghams for 15 years now. Yeah.
Hey, kiddo.
Yeah.
So I got a whole lot of questions for you, kiddo. Be prepared. Hang on. Here we go. It's going to be a bumpy ride. No, it won't. Okay, Dave.
Yeah.
Where were you born and raised? Besides where you're at?
Yeah, I was born and raised right here in Indiana. I'm a Hoosier in South Bend, Indiana. Yeah.
Where do you live now?
I live in Granger. It's a suburb of South Bend. I live right on the line to Michigan. So I mean, I can drive, like 2 miles and be in Michigan.
On the border, hey.
Right on the border. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have any siblings, like brothers, sisters, or?
I had just lost a sister last year. But she was a year younger than me, and I lost her. And I have a brother that actually he is a drummer too, but he's not playing with anybody. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's only one left.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Yeah. Your parents, did they influence you as you were growing up?
Actually, my mother's father played piano, and he was a really good musician. He was one of those guys that could play, but he was too shy to play in front of crowds. He had that. Luckily, I don't have that.
No, I don't think so. I don't think
have
you're
that.
shy at all.
No, but when my sister and I were kids, he'd have each one of us sit on the side of his piano stool, and he'd play like, commercials that we were familiar with on TV and stuff. And I was just fascinated by him playing because he was such a natural. And that was before I even played guitar. Yeah. And so, the most of the musical influence came from my mom's side of the family. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What was he from the old country, or was he born in the United States?
He was born in the United States. Yeah. He was in World War One.
Oh.
I know, but yeah. He passed early, in his 60s and early 60s.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I miss him.
What instruments do you play?
Guitar.
Guitar.
I play guitar. I play a few string instruments. So it started with guitar, and I remember actually, you talked about my influences, and I was just sitting in the living room once and with my family, and my dad had a guitar. He wasn't very good. He could never figure out. He knew like 3 chords and never could figure out where the chords changed as he's singing. He never could figure, but he showed me the 3 chords that he knew. And I didn't even ask him. I mean, it just came, it was just like something that just happened, And he showed me those 3 chords. And by the end of the week, I kept playing those chords, and I learned I learned like 4 or 5 more chords on my own with my ear, and
That
because there
must
was
be
no,
hard.
yeah, yeah, that's called playing by ear, but not literally with your
High
ear.
five.
Yeah. So, um, yeah. So, my mom thought, well, maybe we should get him lessons and stuff.
Mm,
So my mom had him hock her engagement ring to buy my first guitar.
wow.
Yeah. And my mom was really very behind behind me musically the whole time. She was my biggest fan. Yeah.
Parents
So
usually are.
yeah. So yeah, that's how I got my first guitar, and I hocked her engagement ring for it. Mhm.
You sing.
Pardon?
You sing.
Yeah.
What'd you learn, kiddo?
You know what? I went to a Catholic grade school,
I was
and they didn't, we sang, but everybody sang unison. There was no harmonies and stuff, and
oh,
just the church songs and stuff. And it wasn't like, you know, I don't think there was any music class back then. I can't remember that. And then when I went to high school, I was in Glee Club. And, they had certain singers that they let do special things. I was never one of those, you know, which is kind of funny now because I make my living doing this. And all the guys that were doing that, they're not anywhere doing it professionally. So, yeah, I don't know if my Glee Club teacher ever seen anything special in my voice or something that you know that
they
never
had to
happened.
blossom.
Must have. I,
Master.
I never thought I never thought I'd be a singer because even the first rock band I was in, the singer was so good, and I thought, I'd never sing like this. So I just started singing background harmonies
Mm,
with my first bands like that. I never thought I'd ever be a singer. As I was going from Catholic grade school to high school,
mm,
they have you come to the high school before and figure out what classes you're going to take.
mhm.
And so my mom went with me and she goes, "Why don't you check out the orchestra?" I go, "Mom, they don't want a guitar in orchestra." She goes, "Well, just check it out." She kind of pushed me to it. And it's okay, I'll check it out. So we went and talked to the orchestra teacher and he goes, "Huh." He goes, that would be pretty interesting having a guitar. He goes, "I don't have guitar music, but," he said, "I could give you music, you could read. I could read because I took lessons." And he says, "I could give you, charts for violin and you can just kind of play whatever you want." I thought, wow, that would
Oh,
be
what
pretty
about
easy.
with
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is that year, that was 1969 into 1970.
oh,
That's when the song by Mason Williams, "Classical Gas," came out.
mm,
So that was my big thing. That was my big thing. We learned classical gas. I played with a whole orchestra,
mhm.
and they brought people from the band and everything. So it's a big orchestra and had drums and bass and everything. And
Passion, everything.
we went upstate and won some awards and stuff. And it was really happening for us. And for me, uh, that was the first time I ever played with an orchestra. So, uh, yeah, that was pretty neat. And one day when we were rehearsing, the drummer came up to me and he says, "Hey, how'd you like to play with my rock and roll band?" And I said, "Really?" He says, "Yeah, we're rehearsing tomorrow or something." I said, "Well, I don't drive." I was too young to drive. I was a freshman and they were juniors. And
How
he
old
goes,
were you?
"Well, we'll come and pick you up." I
Oh,
said, "Oh, really? Okay."
did you
So
get
that was
permission from your mom and
Oh
dad?
yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, thank
No,
goodness.
so well, actually, my dad used to date the drummer's mom years and years back, and so that's how that happened, and it was
Small world.
coincidental. But yeah, that was my first band, and I think the name was The Encouragement. you know. So I wasn't really singing anything, and not much then. We had a lead singer. It was just drums, bass, guitar, and a lead singer. But what was I going to say about that?
How many bands throughout the years have you been in?
I was thinking about that as I read the sheet there.
Yeah.
Boy, I've never really counted. I'd have to say anywhere between probably 30, 40, or something like that.
And your favorite ones of the whole shebang that you remember from back?
Oh, from back then, uh, I was in a band out of Niles, Michigan, which is also on the border to South Bend.
Oh,
That's where Tommy James came out of,
oh,
Niles,
I know
Michigan.
Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy's great. Tommy's great. I know him too. Um, so actually, Tommy came to see this band, but the band was called the Bruce Carr Band, and we changed the name to Crank. And yeah, the last time I talked to Tommy, he didn't realize that I was in that band. I was talking to him about playing with Bruce Carr.
Mhm.
Bruce Carr was a really good drummer from the Niles area, and Bruce also played with Tommy years back. And he goes, "You were in that band?" I go, "Yeah, I was in that band." He goes, "That band should have made it big." He says, "That's how good you guys were." I said, "Well, thanks." This things didn't work out. He says, I tried to help you guys, but it only got so far. He says, that's how the business is. But so that was one of the good ones. That was one of the first real big ones that I was in. And then actually the first real one that broke uh, to the big stages with me was a band out of Chicago called the Crying Shames.
Crying Shames.
Crying
I've
Shames.
heard of them.
Yeah, and they're the ones they had a hit with Sugar and Spice and All Things Nice. Sugar and Spice and All Things Nice,
I
sweet, sweeter than
remember
wine.
back in the
Yeah,
day, way in the mist of time,
yeah,
in the
yeah. That
60s.
was in the '60s, and I joined them in 2002. You
So
know,
that's
yeah,
23 years ago.
yeah, and that's when I say they say you're professional when you start making money. Well, I was making money before that, but uh, my 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 wife was managing my own band, Zane's Way, right before I joined them, and she says I got to get you closer to the Chicago area, and she booked us my band Zane's Way, which played a lot of the oldies music. We played Gary Puckett music, we played grassroots, we played uh, the Buckinghams, and it's funny because all the bands that we play, I either know.
Or you've been in them.
Yeah, it all came around to all the bands that I picked the songs that I know them all now. It's
Yeah,
really weird. It's really
that's
weird, but
weird. Yeah. It's
yeah.
a
So
small
she
world.
she yeah. So
Round circle.
my wife booked us at this yacht club in New Buffalo because she says I got to get you closer to Chicago. And there was this lady there that when we opened with Young Girl by Gary Puckett, she came up and she goes, "Oh my God!" And she goes, "I know Gary Puckett. You're gonna have to meet him. You sound just like him, and you play the music so well." And
You got a
and
good voice, kid.
oh, thank you, thank you. Well, it's I never knew I could do that. So once with my own band, I start singing ballads, and I got to send you my we did a Zane's Way CD, and
I
I
did.
don't know if did I send that to you?
No, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna have to send that to you because I'm singing like Unchained Melody on it.
Oh,
I'm doing Young Girl. I'm doing a lot of other songs that I never thought I'd ever sing.
did you do writing your own lyrics and compose for
I
any
have
of the
done.
bands?
I've done a few songs, and that's actually a song on YouTube that you can find. And I don't think you even know about this. It's called "Love Won't Fade Away" by
Love
Dave
won't
Zane.
fade away.
Love won't fade away.
shine, and the whole world feels unkind. Turn my smile into a light that shines through, and I will always be beside you. Love won't fade away. It gets stronger every day. Love won't fade away. I love you more every day. Love won't fade away. It gets brighter every day. Love won't fade away. It gets stronger every day. Love won't fade away. Just brighter every day. Love won't fade away. Just stronger every day. 'Cause this love won't fade away. It gets stronger every day. My love won't fade away. I love you more every day. I know, baby, don't cry.
Mhm.
So when you start to get in touch with the Buckinghams, who did you know originally from that group before you joined?
You
How
know, it's funny. It's
come?
funny because before I joined the Buckinghams, I was playing with Sonny Geraci and the Outsiders that did Time Won't Let Me, had a big hit. I was with Sonny Geraci and the Outsiders for 5 years.
Hmm.
And Sonny goes, "We got some compilation gigs." I did a lot of compilation gigs with Sonny because they'd have two other bands usually on the shows,
Yeah.
and then they'd use Sonny's band to back them up. So I actually backed up like 40 artists, 40 different artists within the 5 years, and I got to meet a lot of people. Um, so so the question about the Buckinghams, who we did some compilation gigs with Dennis Stefano, the original lead singer of the Buckinghams. And I did shows with Dennis first. Dennis still does shows on his own.
Oh,
He does it. Yeah, he's on his own.
so what are you doing now, kiddo?
I'm sitting here talking to you.
Me. Have
so
you?
um, I'm getting ready to go on a cruise. We're preparing for that. We're going on an Alaska cruise next week.
Ah,
Yeah, and it's the first Alaskan cruise I've ever been on. My wife's going with us.
cool beans.
Everybody's bringing their wives, from the band. So it's
Keep
a
an eye
musical.
on you, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a musical cruise. It is, excuse me, it's the Buckinghams, the Box Tops, them.
Yeah,
Letter.
them.
Yeah. Um, Chris Montez, a great guy, real great guy, Christian guy. Chris Montez, Brian Hyland,
I interviewed him.
hmm and let's see, and Ron Dante
I
from
don't know.
the art. He's the guy that sang all the Archie songs.
Oh, okay. I just
Sugar,
didn't
Sugar. You
recognize
heard
it.
him at
Sugar,
at
do, do,
Shipshawana
do,
singing with
do,
the
do.
Turtles.
Honey, honey. Okay, I got
Yeah,
it.
yeah. He's been singing with the Turtles for the last, I don't know how many years now.
Mm,
Quite a few.
I know.
Um, since Howard Kalin retired,
Mm,
and
speak
yeah.
about,
So,
yeah.
and actually, Joey Mullen was supposed to be on this tour, cruise with us, and he passed away.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
we're losing some. And then they got Marilee Rush that sang "Angel of the Morning," but
Mm,
she had some kind of fall and
oh,
hurt herself pretty bad, I guess. I don't know that much more about it, but
I'm praying for her.
she won't be on it now.
I'm sorry.
So
Speaking
it's just
about
those bands.
cruises, there's
Hmm.
a one next year in March.
Yeah, we're doing the Flower Power in March with a whole bunch of other bands.
Like
Those are fun.
25,000 uh, singers with.
It's crazy. It's crazy, but it's crazy fun.
Where's
It'll
that?
be a little warmer there.
Oh,
Warm and windy. Yeah,
speaking
at
about
that time of
warm,
year. Hmm.
now that summer's getting over, it's going to be cooler now. And you're going up to Alaska and
Alaska. So I was just looking at the weather there, and I think the high's like 60, you know. But yeah, that's the high. So, but everybody's telling me that does cruises that Alaska's the best one. It's the most beautiful, they say.
Mm.
The glaciers and the colors, and there's so much to see, and it's
And the orcas, the whales.
oh yeah. I hope I get to see it. I'm looking forward to seeing that
Yeah.
and seeing maybe the Northern Lights. If we're lucky enough. I
I was
hear they were.
gonna,
I
hmm?
hear they were in Indiana last night,
Yeah,
but I didn't see
really the
any.
greenish looking critters.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, Lauren Chapin?
Oh yes.
Did you
Yeah.
get a chance?
Lauren Chapin for Father Knows Best.
Yeah.
Yeah, she played Kathy Anderson, but they called her he called
Kit,
her Kitten.
kitten.
Yeah. She is a wonderful person. She is very wonderful. Actually, she texted me the other day. I was meaning to tell you that. I told her that I was going to be doing the interview with you, and she left me a long text, and
Is that good?
that's good. Yeah,
Oh,
just telling me about how things are going for her and stuff. And she's living in Miami Beach right now,
she's okay.
so she's okay. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I gotta get back with her text. I don't want to just leave her a short one. Maybe I'll just call her.
That's
Could always do that.
mm,
And I'll tell her you said hi, and you know, because I know you've interviewed her, and she's such a sweetheart. She really is. She came out to see the Buckinghams.
oh yeah,
Um, let's see, how many years ago was it?
many moons ago.
Originally, we were playing in, I think, Beverly Hills or something like that. The Buckinghams were, and I was friends with her on Facebook, and I just sent her a text. Would you be interested in coming? And she goes, oh, sure. And it was around Christmas time.
Oh my,
And she brought me a bunch of Christmas gifts,
oh my
that some
stars.
CDs,
Oh,
and it's like she was so nice. And so I've stayed in touch with her through the years, and she came to see us. We played, and she moved to Florida with her daughter. And
yeah.
I can't remember where in Florida, but it's not close to where she's living now. She's living on the other side of Florida now. But she came out
Yeah.
and with her daughter, and that's the first time I met her daughter, Summer. Another sweet lady. Um, and we're going back in, let's see, the Buckinghams are back, I believe, in March in Florida. But it's not close to her, but she said she still might see. Maybe there's a way she could get there to
Yeah,
see
they'll
us.
get
So
her there. Don't worry.
yeah,
They have ways.
they have
Anyways,
one.
kid, what
Yeah.
would you like to say to my audience? We're getting towards the end of the show.
Already?
Yes, sir. We got to do
Okay.
another interview. There's too much to ask. if you want to.
Well, I just like to thank them to, for keep supporting, the music, because without them, uh, you know, we need our audiences to keep supporting us to keep these shows going. As everybody's getting older and everything, and we have some younger people that we see at our shows occasionally, and well, quite a bit really.
I'm
And
one of those with a cane. I'm going to raise some cane.
there you go. Well, we're close to the same age, so it's all age is all in our heads, right?
No,
I mean,
my hair.
I mean, when you think about it, I mean, you never think about, I'm like 18 in my head,
The
but
body doesn't agree with you, but
well, yeah, that's true.
so we're
But
going to have to say ciao. I hope to have you on again, my friend.
well, thank you so much for having me. I'm honored that that we met and I believe that we, people don't meet just by chance,
people come into
and
other people's lives, maybe for a
that's
lifetime
right.
or briefly, but they do connect, and that's
Yes. Yeah. And I always thank the good Lord for that. And I thank the good Lord for the talent He's given me and for the chance that He's given me to reach out to all the people out there and just let them know that, things are for reasons. And,
yeah.
you know, I hope to continue to see all the people come to our shows, and please come up to me and say hi. Nick will always say, they will be at the back signing autographs because he's a lonely guy and he really needs your attention.
Lordy.
Yeah, that's Nick.
We're going to try to get you here in Fort Wayne, Indiana next year, so be prepared. You might just be here, and I'll say howdy to you again.
Oh, that will be great. I'm looking forward to that for sure.
I know.
All right.
Okay, well, I better let you go before I go my sugar nut.
Okay, thank you so much, Patty. Thank you, everybody out there.
Thank you, my dear. You're a
You're
good
welcome.
friend to have.
God bless you.
Godspeed, my love, until we meet again. You're always in my heart and every dream. Don't let this time apart give in to all our fears. God will keep us close from up above. So until we meet again, Godspeed, my love. God is with us always for the rest of our lives.